All right, everybody, welcome back to Sports and Entertainment Talk. This is the Red Zone Rundown, episode 3. Kevin, I don't really want to bullshit around today. I just want to kind of jump straight into it. We have a lot of breaking news that came out of the NFL today. Stuff coming out of the Buffalo Bills, the Dallas Cowboys, the Vikings, the Kansas City Chiefs. A lot of insider action today. So we're going to kind of get deep inside with the insiders, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to go over a couple breaking news things that came out and a couple updates on it. But I just want to start, man, with the Buffalo Bills. Okay, we saw that game yesterday. Denver basically won the game in the very end. They had 12 men on the field when they missed the field goal. But that's really not the big news coming out of that game. The big news coming out of that game, you saw during the game, Stefon Diggs was arguing on the sidelines with Josh Allen. Okay, that was just the start of it. Right after the game, you've got Trevon Diggs, Stefon Diggs' brother. He actually came out and tweeted right after the game, man, 14, got to get up out of there. Okay, then he followed it up with another tweet saying, let's not forget, he didn't start going off until bro got there. Basically saying, which is true, that Josh Allen was nothing until Stefon Diggs got there. But it gets even better, Kevin. Okay. So the Buffalo Bills, they released their offensive coordinator, Ken Dorsey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
They upgraded the quarterback coach up to offensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills. Hopefully that'll help. But it gets even better. Tom Downey is reporting that from a conversation that this is what was said. Stefon Diggs wants to play for the Dallas Cowboys. He grew up a fan and wants to join up with Trevon Diggs. Thinks he and Lamb would be the best wide receiver duo in the NFL with a quarterback who isn't a reckless turnover machine. Okay. So then there's no sources on that. Okay. But then it gets even better, Kevin. Stefon Diggs himself put this out on Instagram 2 hours ago. And it says, I asked him at halftime to get me the ball more. He said, put on a Broncos jersey. I'm done. Peace. So what are your thoughts on that, man?
You put that out there?
Yeah, he put that out there like 2 hours ago. So, I mean, when there's smoke, there's fire. Do you think that this could be something that actually could happen? The stuff, Stefon Diggs comes over the Dallas Cowboys. Do you think it's even possible? Do you think Buffalo Bills would even entertain it? When somebody, that big of caliber of a star is not wanting to be on the team, they will find a way to push themselves out of the team. What you think about that, man?
I don't see them trading him to the Cowboys. That's a tough one, man. I would love to have him on my team, bro. And we would be the best duo out there. But I don't think anybody likes the Cowboys. Any teams out there, they don't want to trade. They don't want to do anything. They're asking for way more because we're the richest team in the world. You know what I mean? And so they're trying to get us because really Jerry pays it out.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Trevon Diggs looks really good with that star on the side of his helmet.
Imagine
Stefon Diggs with that star on the side.
Even the brothers, that's awesome, man.
You got CeeDee Lamb on the team. Let's just jump around, man. Dov Kleiman, okay, one of the insiders sent out an update. This is going to the Vikings. Vikings wide receiver Justin Jefferson has been running without discomfort recently, according to D. Wolfson. So it sounds like he's trying to come back. My big thing on this is if Justin Jefferson is ready, which I have in my fantasy, I could really use him. We'll get into that in a little bit, but
you don't want to tell him what happened?
Well, we'll get into that. I want to get into the breaking news first. But do you think that it's too soon to bring Justin Jefferson back? I mean, I know Dobbs is on fire for the Vikings, but what if because the way the division's going, the Vikings can actually, make a run right now to get to the playoffs. Do you save fresh legs for Justin Jefferson for the playoffs, or do you bring him back now? And too soon? What?
I think it's too soon, but really it's the player, it's the coaches that need to make a decision on it. But I think it's too soon. If there's any comfort, you want to have him in the long run and not trying to risk it and get him hurt again. You know what I mean? So yeah. I think it's too soon, especially they're winning games. They're winning games without him. They're finding ways to win. So
me personally, because I have a biased opinion right now, I would definitely like if he started yesterday. But yeah, jumping around to another one, man. More breaking news. I really wanted to get your thoughts on this, man, because you played on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. So Chiefs quarterback was on the Manning cast yesterday. Okay,
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes. So one of the things he complained about, which Tom Brady's also complained about this too. So Doug Clayman is actually putting out that Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes says the new rule allowing defensive players to wear any jersey number they want makes it harder for him to read a defense. This actually was just a new rule that was put in a year ago. Tom Brady didn't like the rule either. What do you think about that? Defensive players having I knew we're on both sides of the ball, but from a perspective of the offense, do you really think that it's that big of a deal? I mean, what do you have on that?
They're not looking at the numbers. A lot of times the numbers are on the sides or their backs are turned on to the sides. They're not really seen, but you're looking at colored jerseys. But I feel like everything is benefiting the offense. I played both sides of the ball. I was a defensive end, and I played fullback. But the offense gets everything already. Why are you trying to make it even let them get something? It
Yeah.
doesn't matter, man.
Yeah, I agree.
The,
It's a too much of a quarterback driven league. So yeah, I mean, and they're basically making a lot of these positions on
there's already
defense.
certain numbers only certain people could wear. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, only linemen only could wear certain numbers. Same thing with the receivers; they only have certain numbers they could wear. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's
Well, we'll go ahead and stay in Kansas City right now. I actually had one. It was kind of interesting to me when I read this. He was out also Patrick Mahomes on the Manning cast yesterday, and he said that. So this was reported by Adam Schefter. So Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes confirmed last night to Eli Manning and Peyton Manning that he has worn the same pair of underwear for every game of his NFL career. He said he wears this pair of red underwear that his wife bought for him, and he's worn it for every game. You playing on the field, did you have any superstitions? I've heard people like throwing up before games to just get them in the mode. Did you have any like things that you did to get ready before a game to get get on the field and get in the zone?
I've always I listen to music. I kind of zone everybody out, and I just get into my rhythm, and it's mostly probably heavy metal, just something to get me pumped up. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying it's a tradition or like that, but I did that when I wrestled. I did that, football, and it just gets you pumped up, ready for the game, man.
Okay, so no red panty night for you before games.
No, 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 no. I always wear
Okay.
clean underwears, and so
Okay. Well, I do have a question on this one. This one's gonna strike a nerve with you. I don't know if you saw this Bleacher Report.
I
A
did.
lot of people actually reported this. Cowboys linebacker Leighton Vander Esch is out for the season with a severe
Yeah,
neck injury, and it could be a career-altering injury.
they've been saying that is a career-altering injury ever since the first time he got it, because he got hurt in college with his neck injury. It's been a thing for ever since he's been in college. So um, that's the only thing that he's getting hurt about is his neck.
It's always been
So
his neck, yeah.
yeah, he's missed a lot of games with the Cowboys, and he was our premier run stopper. We are winning, without him a little bit. So
It
um,
isn't this the same thing that happened to Sean Lee before Vander Esch came in?
yeah,
Wasn't it
but it
always
wasn't.
neck and oh, wasn't neck?
Well, it wasn't neck. He was just getting hurt all over the place.
Okay.
But Vander Esch, it's always been his neck. He's had issues
Yeah.
with it. I think he's had surgery on it a couple times as well.
Well, he's good at stopping the run. I mean, that's going to be a big blow to us, but we played without him multiple
I
times. So,
think
I
it's
mean,
I think it's time to move on. Unfortunately, trust me, the way he stops the run, he was our best linebacker at the time. I know we have, but he's running for the quarterback. He's not stopping the run like he did on every play. So um, let's just say he's going to be missed.
yeah. Okay. Well, I wanted to get your thoughts on this one as well. I had actually a couple thoughts on this, but let's say the season ended today. Okay. Right now, the first round draft pick would go to the Chicago Bears. The second pick would go to the Giants. Third pick would go to the Cardinals. Fourth pick would go to the Patriots. And then the fifth pick would again go to the Chicago Bears. Do you think, which I know all these teams, they do need quarterbacks other than the Cardinals right now? Because do you think that Chicago is going to get rid of Justin Fields and go for a quarterback? What do you think is going to end up happening? I mean, all these teams need a quarterback right now.
I think they're going to trade Justin Fields and get another quarterback. Yes. I think he's been unhappy over there, and it's probably both ways. So I don't know all the details on him, but he is not a happy camper, and plus I think he should be playing, but he's just not playing.
Well, there you guys have it. Chicago Bears are still going to suck.
Yeah.
All right, so I just wanted to get into a few games, a couple games that I wanted to touch on. We're not going to get into every game, but yeah. So one of the big ones coming out of the weekend was the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New York Jets. Raiders end up coming out with the W. They're in the locker room smoking them winning cigars again. It was 16-12.
Told you.
Are the Jets going to be alive by the time? I mean, it sounds like Aaron Rodgers is on fast pace. Do you think the Jets are still going to be alive and in contention for? Because Aaron Rodgers said he's only going to come back if they're in contention.
They can't score points. They have a good defense, which is keeping them in games, but they can't score any points. So,
yeah,
no,
and
I don't think so.
I know after their last loss, Carson Wentz actually called and tried to get a position over there to at least try to compete for the starting job.
Right.
And then I'm wondering if he's going to call again this week, but I think Carson Wentz, that'd be a good option if Zach Wilson's just not able to do it. Next one I wanted to touch on, the Arizona Cardinals, playing against the Falcons. Cardinals win 25-23. Kyler Murray is back and he's playing like he's playing in the game of Madden. The dude was running around like a video game, man. Did you see it?
Like he was doing before.
He's electric, man. He's fun to watch, but it's just a matter of time before his knee goes out.
He's going to get hurt again, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think with Kyler Murray, the Cardinals can make a run?
No, I don't think they're going to go anywhere. Well, the division is soft, so I don't think so.
Okay.
They need a defense, but if they could keep them in the game, yeah. I don't know. I don't think they're going to make it anywhere. No.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll keep an eye on it throughout the year. The next one, Detroit Lions at Chargers. The Lions come out with the win, 41-38. We already know the Lions are that damn good. My biggest takeaway is this is the Chargers. Every single year, it sounds like at the very beginning of the year, the Chargers are supposed to be the team, one of the teams in the AFC to go to the playoffs. I don't know what it is, man.
It was a good game, though.
It was a good game, but it seems like a loss is a loss. And it seems like this happens every year. Do you think this is just going to be the Chargers?
Just like the Cowboys every year, they're talking about us all the time, and because Herbert is so freaking good, but he's been turning the ball over lately, and this defense is what they don't have. Most is not enough, man.
Yeah, you would think they have so many superstars on the defense and on the offense. That's crazy.
Yeah, but they're getting hurt, and I don't know what it is, but they're throwing on them. It's the receiver, it's the defensive backs, man, and the linebackers that they can rush them like everybody else, but they can't keep them in games, man.
I wish I could be a fly on the wall in their locker room to see like what the team chemistry is, the camaraderie. I wish I could just be a fly on the wall to see what it is. Sometimes it's the locker room.
They need to have a leader. Stop, call a meeting with just the players and get after it. You know what I mean?
Whenever the player meetings come, those are never good. Moving on to the big game for us. You'll probably call it a big game, but we had the Dallas Cowboys, versus the Giants at home. Cowboys win 49-17 over the Giants. Now, this is my personal opinion on this, okay? I see all the crap on the TV and on everybody's channels and stuff like that. We really didn't do anything, okay? They had a third-string quarterback out there. Their defense was crap. I don't think us beating the Giants, especially because we beat them last time so badly, this didn't show nothing. This just shows that the Cowboys beat another team that they were supposed to. But it seems like every time we go up against these juggernauts or these teams that are supposed to be good, we can never pull out the W. I expected us to win this, but until we get a prove-it win, this is just another game that was supposed to be a W anyway to me. But there was a lot of really good stats. What were your thoughts on the game?
Well, they showed that they're they're throwing the ball more. Because if you think about the last game, I think we had 2 touchdowns scored by the defense. The defense had like 5 turnovers or 6 turnovers or something like that. And but it was really the defense that we still couldn't score, but we were scoring. The offense was scoring like crazy in this game. So shout out to them. But yeah, it was a inferior opponent. But we got some good games coming up.
Yeah, just a couple crazy stats on this because everybody was talking about how great the offense did and stuff like that. CeeDee Lamb breaking the records and stuff like that. This was a stat padded game. It was going to happen. Just want to give you a couple crazy stats. So Dak Prescott went for 26 of 35, threw for 404 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Okay. Then you had for the rushing.
He had 5 touchdowns, didn't he?
No, it was 4 touchdowns. So I'm going to go through the rushing ones right now. So you had Dowdle with 12 rushing attempts for 79 yards, 1 touchdown. You had Tony Pollard, 15 touches, 55 yards, 0 touchdowns. Dak Prescott, 2. These came in clutch, 2 rushing attempts, 17 yards, 1 touchdown. So he rushed it in. And then, you had on the receiving side, you had Brandon Cooks, 10 targets, 9 receptions, 173 yards. CeeDee Lamb, 14 targets, 11 receptions with 151 yards. Michael Gallup with 2 targets, 2 receptions, 70 yards. All 3 of them had a touchdown. I mean, it was going to happen.
That's the thing. Everybody was involved that game. It's usually just CeeDee Lamb. They've been talking about it forever. And this is the game to show what we actually could do, we're not scared of, it's like practice.
Yeah. Well, the moment you've probably been waiting for, man. I actually went through all the numbers from our pick'ems from last weekend, and I actually watched the video game because I couldn't believe it, just to make sure you picked the points. And every single time you were skeptical on the points, bro. You whooped my ass. You beat me. You got 10 right out of the 14, and I got 6 right out of the 14. So that makes us both 1-on-1 so far since we started this season. But yeah, you kicked my ass, and mostly because it was the spread. It was the points. It was a pretty bad ass whooping. Just like, and you whooped my ass in fantasy, dude. I don't think I broke over 100 points.
What was the score in fantasy?
I don't even want to look. I gave up.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is.
What is it?
156-88.
Yeah. See, I even knew at the very beginning of the game once Cook, because I had Cook in there and he fumbled that ball first play of the game. I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm not even watching this game no more, which I ended up watching it. But yeah, man, I don't want to take up too much of your day. I want to get into the picks, man, for next week so I can get another W in the column. So we got a big game.
Did you hear about that the pickleball masturbator?
Oh, you heard about that?
I heard about it, bro. Did you hear about that?
Yeah. That is so crazy, man. So this guy, so basically so for you guys that don't know, there was a serial pickleball masturbator that was going around. And basically what ended up happening, these guys were on the court, having a good old pickleball game, and just some dude just comes out there and just, getting a little wild on there and disappears. They couldn't find him. There was a manhunt for this guy, and they found the serial masturbator. It was a great day. A lot of people on the street celebrating. They finally got that dude behind bars. I wonder what he's going to do behind those bars, but
dude, that was funny when I saw that, dude. I'm like, what the heck is going on in this world, man? This whole world, man.
It's the funniest thing
ever. Going nuts.
That would have been funny if it's somebody we knew. That'd be crazy. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the picks, man. We got a really good one coming up. This is going to probably be a game that, this is a big one for them. So we got Cincinnati at Baltimore. Baltimore is favored by 3.5 points. Who you got?
Is that Baltimore?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm going with Baltimore too. It is what it is. All right, so next up, Pittsburgh at Cleveland. Cleveland is a 4.5 point favorites, but here's the thing going on with Cleveland right now. Deshaun Watson is injured again. I don't know. So apparently now it's an ankle injury. I don't know how many more massages this dude needs to get. I feel like he's faking these injuries for these massages now. But yeah, so Pittsburgh at Cleveland, 4.5 favorites. Who you got?
Didn't Chubb just have surgery too?
Yeah, with his second surgery. That dude ain't coming back for a long time.
No, they're saying like 2 or 3 weeks. It's not that bad.
Bullshit. I'll see it until I believe it. Who you got? Pittsburgh or Cleveland?
If Deshaun Watson plays, I will take Cleveland. If they don't, then I'm taking Steelers with those
Okay, so
points.
all right, well, I'm taking Cleveland regardless. Their defense is just too damn good. All right, we got a big spread right here, man. We got Chicago at Detroit. Detroit is 10.5-point favorites. It's a lot of points, man.
It's a division game.
hmm
What are you picking? You go first. I'm going first, but you can pick after me.
Because it's a
Same teams I
division,
get.
because it's a division game, and usually those are really close. I'm still gonna pick the Detroit Lions because I think they're gonna beat the shit out of Chicago. I'm taking Detroit and the points.
Yeah, me too. Chicago doesn't have no identity. I don't know what they're going to do. I'm doing the same thing.
Okay. So now we got the LA Chargers. We just talked about them at Green Bay. Chargers actually favored 3.5 points, which usually you would think that the home team gets the 3 points, but yeah, Chargers are favored 3.5 points. Who you got?
It's at home.
It's at Green Bay.
Oh, it's at Green Bay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Usually the home team gets 3 points.
I'm going to take Chargers.
Taking the Chargers. Yeah, I think Green Bay's gonna slide out with the win on this one. I'm gonna pick Green Bay on this one. I shouldn't, but I feel like this is gonna be an upset right now. Next, another big spread, Kevin. We got the Las Vegas Raiders at Miami. Miami is favored by 10.5 points. Who you taking?
They just can't have a bye. I'm going to take those. Where's it at? In
It's
Miami?
at Miami, yes. Are
Sorry.
you not listening to me?
I do listen. My wife says I have a hearing problem, which I probably do. Or maybe just her and
Probably 'cause
you.
you got them tiny ears sitting on that big ass head.
Uh,
All right, who you got, man? We got Las Vegas at Miami, 10.5-point favorites, Miami.
I'll take Miami.
All right, I am
Coming off a bye.
taking the Raiders. They have been good to me so far. I'm taking the Raiders because of the points. It's a lot of points, and right now they are riding high right now.
Oh, you're trying to do what I did last week, huh?
Yeah, I'm definitely taking the points on this one. All right, so the next game, another big spread. Holy crap. Oh, the next couple are all right. So New York Giants at Washington. Washington is favored by 9.5 points. Who you got?
I'm taking Washington.
Me too. That's not even a question. The Giants stink. All right, next one. Dallas at Carolina. Dallas is favored by 11.5 points. I'm taking Dallas on this one. I did not ride with them last week, and I regret that, but I am taking Dallas.
I'm taking Dallas as well.
I knew you would. You would never go against him. You're just like what's his name? Skip Bayless. All right, next one. We got Tennessee at Jacksonville. Jacksonville is favored by 6.5 points. Who you got?
I'm going to take Jacksonville better show up this week. 6.5 points. I'm going to take Jacksonville.
Yeah, I chose Tennessee last week, and they basically punched me in the throat. So definitely taking Jacksonville. All right, next up, we got Arizona at Houston. Houston is 5.5-point favorites. I've been riding with them all year, and they have been playing great right now. Unfortunately, though, they are playing against Arizona with Kyler Murray. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stick with Houston on this one. I'm taking Houston 5.5 points.
Are you serious? You were just going the Cardinals' way, bro.
Yeah, but
I
think their defense is too good. I think they're gonna end up finding a way to keep Kyler Murray in the pocket.
The only reason that's the reason I'm taking Houston is because of their defense.
Yep, that's the only reason I'm taking them too. All right, next one, Tampa Bay at San Francisco. San Francisco coming off that high win. San Francisco is favored by 10.5 points. Who you got?
I'm going to take 49ers, man. I can't go against them, man. They killed it. They killed freaking Jacksonville last week or this week.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go with Tampa on this one. I think Baker Mayfield's been playing really, really good ball. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and see what happens with that. But yeah, so I'm taking Tampa. You're taking San Francisco.
Probably
All
would
right.
be a close game.
Yeah. All right. So New York Jets at Buffalo. Buffalo is favored by 7.5 points. Remember, the Jets beat them at the very beginning of the season. Who do you have on this one? And that was with Zach Wilson too.
What's the spread? 6.5?
7.5.
7.5. I'll take Buffalo.
All right, Buffalo. I am gonna, just because the way the defense has been playing on the Jets, I'm gonna say they're gonna keep it close just because Buffalo's been sucking. Got a new offensive coordinator. Yeah, I mean, we saw the turmoil going in there. We talked about that at the beginning. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Jets on this one. Seattle at Rams. Seattle's 2.5 point favorites.
Taking Seattle.
Taking Seattle. I think Matthew Stafford is coming back. If Matthew Stafford comes back, I'll take the Rams. If not, I'll take Seattle. Next, we have Minnesota at Denver. Denver is favored by 2.5 points. Denver, you just saw that yesterday. That defense was playing lights out as well. Yeah. So who you got, Minnesota or Denver?
Denver's playing some really good ball lately, man. I'm taking Denver.
Yeah. I'm definitely not. I think right now Minnesota's on fire. I think Dobbs is playing his ass off. I'm going to go ahead and stick with Minnesota. They've been doing really good for me. The last game of the week, it's a big one. Monday Night Football. Philadelphia is going to Kansas City. Kansas City is 2.5 point favorites. Who do you got?
It's the rematch. I need Kansas City to win. It's at home. I'm taking Kansas City.
Okay, so you're taking Kansas City. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to come in with some really clean, fresh red underwear. I'm going to take Kansas City on this one as well. I definitely want Kansas City to win this one. Definitely need them to win this one. But yeah, and then after that, so we'll probably do an earlier episode next week because we got the Thanksgiving slate games. So we'll probably do an earlier episode. But yeah, I mean, so that's we got a lot of breaking news today coming out. We'll kind of keep an eye on it. If any other breaking news comes out, we'll post a short video and everything like that. Just kind of as the breaking news comes out. But yeah, this was another episode of the Red Zone Rundown, episode 3. Kevin, you have anything else for the people?
No, man. Let's get at it. My score's looking pretty good in the back. Where's your cussing one at? Is that it?
Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, I've gone too deep. I'm too.
Has that number ever changed in like a month?
No, my mom said I had a potty mouth when I was younger. So.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Hey, but if you guys did like this video, like it, subscribe to it, leave some comments if you guys have any thoughts on the picks that we made. But yeah, other than that, you guys all have a great day. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.